Welcome back. One of my favorite stories that Linda tells is that when she has guests that come visit us here on the Suncoast, she takes them shopping to Sarasota Architectural Salvage.
They always find something to take home.
And I used to wonder why that was your choice, and then I went, and now I know. And now you can find out too. Linda's going to take us there for Field Trip Friday.
Let's go shopping. Where does all this come from? I understand that you travel around when an old historic house is about to be torn down. You go in and salvage what you can.
You know, this whole business built out of my love of architecture and my love of historic homes. My first love is to keep historic homes going. We've grown from that because there's so many newer homes here in Sarasota, and we like to think that you can bring a historical element into a new home and give it a character and give it a sense of, even if it's a brand new home, a sense of lived-in kind of comfort. They watch the DIY shows, they are addicts on HGTV, and then they come into our store because they're going to do it themselves.
Yeah.
I've gotten things from Europe, I've gotten things from all over, you know, because Sarasota is so cosmopolitan and people like sort of love the historic elements. I've brought in things from other areas as well.
This says an anchor desk. This is the anchor desk from Channel 5 in Atlanta.
You can see this butcher block type style, almost like a bowling alley style. One of the things I do is look for things that have a good story, and this was the anchor desk up
Oh, that was my first job. That was my first job, and it was probably that desk.
This is made out of rainforest vine, and yes, we hang these and use them as chandeliers. They're also nice little decorative pieces to just put on a pedestal as a piece of art.
You get a wheel, you can buy a wheel, a captain's
wheel.
A captain's wheel.
Yeah.
I have a room that's nautical. I mean, it could really use a captain's wheel.
Those came from the Manatee Players.
Oh, real? Oh. The old theater.
The old theater in downtown Bradenton.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And these are for hanging?
These are. This is a gentleman. He sells these also at the farmers market, and they're bouncies from Bavaria.
Bouncies from Bavaria.
They're.
Yeah, we can't stop.
We can't stop. Okay.
Do you know everything you have here?
Well. You know, I joke that as soon as I walk around once, the inventory has changed.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing the decades that span with the stuff that's in there.
Wow. Yes, and they go into really wonderful houses, and they have little pieces here and there.
And just little things.
I just love looking at it because you can find all these little things that you can just put together to make amazing.
And I buy something every time I go in there, just like a little sign or a little plaque, or you just see something that grabs your fancy.
Yeah.
And where else would you have ever found it?
I like that field trip, Linda.
You could come over to my garage.
I bet they'd like to have your garage in Architectural Salvage. All right, well, it's a fun place to stop. And of course, you can find it right here in Sarasota. All right, coming up next, we have the reveal of a Mother's Day makeover. Great story. Stay with us.